Your Daily 180, 180 seconds of pure Bible study.
What is the standard that you use to determine what's right and what's wrong? We've already mentioned the fact there are many people who just follow their heart, but you know the heart can be deceitful. As a matter of fact, you hear someone say, well, just follow your conscience. Well, it all depends on whether or not your conscience has been trained properly. Well, what standard should we follow? Well, we've looked at lessons and determined that this book is the inspired, inerrant, perfect will of God. As a matter of fact, we're told in 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 16 that this is the very breath of God. Hebrews chapter 4 and verse 12 says that this book is living and active and sharper than any two-edged sword. Well, let me ask you, what standard do you follow in life? Let me encourage you to consider the most reliable source in all the world, the Bible. We need to consider this when we're talking about the way we live our lives, the way we act and interact with our neighbors, the way we conduct ourselves within our homes, with our spouses and our children. We need to consider this in terms of our relationships with our employer or employees. We need to consider this in every aspect of life, and we need to consider this regarding our religious activity. You know, Jesus said that he said, if you love me, keep my commandments. So what we need to do is look in this book, ascertain, okay, what is it that he would have me to do? I want you to consider the fact that as we think about the Bible, we realize that it's the book that we must follow. The problem is we begin with a lot of presuppositions. And there's a couple of approaches to Bible interpretation, and one is very dangerous. I call it the pre-decided approach. Well, Mom always believed this. Well, Dad always believed this. Well, my preacher always said this. Well, this is what most people believe. And so we take those presuppositions and we try to insert them into the Bible. Let me tell you something, friends. I don't want you to believe anything I say because I say it, but check it against the Word of God. This book is the book that has the words of life. We're going to talk about in our next lesson the importance of obeying Jesus in every aspect of life. Will you consider doing that? Will you join us again for your daily 180 Bible study?